Hey guys, Books Nelson here with another card breakdown. Today we'll be talking about this Tyson Chandler that came out free with the Spark collection on this very day. Let's get right into the content. So first things first, we know this Tyson Chandler is not meant to be a dribbler per se, but they did give him a lot of good sigs. So I wanted to cover some aspects of this card that might not be obvious to those who just kind of pick him up and play with him, right? So first things first, Tyson Chandler, the main thing about him is he's basically like very similar to a Giannis card. He just moves super well at an incredible size. He blocks every shot, he grabs every rebound, he drives to the paint very ferociously, and he has a really great release, right? Like really easy to read release right there. And this is my first Tyson Chandler card. I didn't get him before. This is the first time I'm actually shooting with the card, but trust me, his cues are pretty easy to see once you get adapted to him. And I'm on my no money spent, so I actually don't even have like the ideal shoe and like coach to set him up with. And even with that, I have already played with the card some. Even with that, he feels fantastic as a shooter. Don't worry about that. Ball's right in front of his face, so basically that's when you're letting it, the shot go. So let's go ahead and talk about these SIGs before we get into everything else with the card. So what he has is he has the Jason Tatum signature size up, which is a pretty slow size up, but there are some good things about it, right? He has Michael Jordan dribble style, which we're all familiar with, which is actually huge for him because you can see here that quick change of direction is fantastic for this card. And with centers, especially centers who are catching the ball at the three-point line, the ability to just push cross towards the basket like that is a massive upgrade over the old Tyson Chandler card. Like even just literally that getting you to the basket is a fantastic thing to have. He's got Kobe Escape, which is huge for him as well, right? And we're going to talk about why that's huge for him in a moment. James Harden combo moves, which is another fantastic move, right? So we start to already see the kind of package he can put together there. Michael Jordan crossover, which isn't one of the better crossovers in the game. It's okay. It is good enough to get you advancing forward. It says pro moving behind the back. That looks like Halliburton to me. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, it's a good one though. Bottom line, it's a good, moving behind the back. You see here with the Kobe escape, he really whips that ball around quickly, and then with the Michael Jordan dribble style, and mind you, he has mine has an 82 ball handle, so he doesn't even have the 85 that he would get or 86 that he would get from like the ideal coach. Because again, this is a brand new no money spent account. So, Tyson, he can move even better than this when he has higher ball handle, but as it is, he's perfectly fine even with the low ball handle. Moving around really, really well. Okay, so his moving step back is this deal right here. Not really great on the moving step back. And this is his moving hezzy. Looks again like Halliburton. Looks like the Halliburton moving hezzy. And with the Michael Jordan dribble style, that gives you an amazing push cross. So let's talk about some of the stuff he can do. Now, he's a bigger card, and it's going to burn a lot of stamina when you start doing these dribble moves. So you want an efficient way to attack the basket. And luckily, Mr. Chandler, Knicks and Mavericks legend, has those tools for you. So one thing I want to highlight right at the beginning is this attack cross, right? Really easy to time attack cross because there's a much bigger window. I think because he's slower, it's an actual advantage that this attack cross is very easy to burst out of and attack and get onto the rim, right? And once you're going forward with this attack cross, you can also access the Michael Jordan dribble style, right? And get to that Jokic step back, which we didn't talk about yet. But yes, he has the Jokic step back, which for me, you can't give him space creator, which is really disappointing. So, and that's one of the reasons though, I would say definitely when you put a shoe on the card, a mid-range shoe is highly desirable because getting into that Jokic step back is going to be big business for Tyson Chandler. I would recommend doing it once you're a little more warmed up in takeover, since he doesn't have the, the space creator badge to really buff it. But I do think once you get a handle of this, I am on Hall of Fame difficulty here. I think this is a hittable shot. You got to hold a little longer. There it is. There it is. Like I said, never shot with this card before. You see there, it is something you can adjust to. Just let that ball hang in his face for a quick second. And that's that, that Jokic moving shot. So this card has offense. Don't think he's just a 3-and-D. He can do more than that. You see here, as soon as I got used to it, we're good to go. Hot spots from everywhere. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the dribbling with Tyson Chandler, right? So one thing I really like about Tyson is this attack cross. If you do that right away with the Halliburton behind the back, you get this deal, right? So he has a lot of movement just off of that. Now, another thing about this attack cross is you see because of that slow speed of it starting up, that's actually an advantage. It's a feature, not a bug. Because when you start that, it makes it easy to cancel out of it into a same side burst. And because he sells it a little bit, I think it makes it even more convincing as a same side burst. So now you start mixing that bag up and you get to this hezzy, you get to this to his size up. Well, let's see what size up works best out of the hezzy. Crossover's okay. Okay, the between the legs is probably the one I'm gonna go with for that hezzy, right? But yeah, so you hit him with the hezzy, and you can explode out of it with the Michael Jordan dribble style. But you can also get to that attack cross as well, and all the stuff we talked about out of the attack cross. That's the important thing. So the three options out of the attack cross is you can same side burst out of it, right? You can move forward directly towards the basket and get into attack mode, or you can combine that with that Halliburton hezzy, right? And so that right there on a Tyson Chandler card, like that's the thing. It would be one thing if we're talking about a guard or a small forward, but on a Tyson Chandler card, that's like an incredible set of like skills to be able to throw on the court, incredible set of skills to be able to throw on the court. And he can do all the other stuff too, your misdirections and so on and so forth, right? You guys can see in the corner of the screen how that stuff is operated on. But yeah, and then you mix in the James Harden dribble style into the easy pull up. So all of this stuff, mixes together really well, right? Like you see how that all flows. You got I wouldn't do the snatch. I do the Tyrese Halliburton into the James Harden, attack cross, right? Like into all of the other stuff we discussed. And you can see Tyson Chandler actually has a bag, particularly a bag suited for what kind of card he is, because he needs efficiency. You can't sit, behind screens saucing people up. That's not what the card's going to be doing. He's going to be trying to get on that rim and take advantage of mismatches. And because he's got this gigantic body type, like really, big shoulders, muscular body type, true 7-footer on Tyson Chandler, whenever someone is not aligned to you, that stick dunk is going to be there. And then whenever they're playing that super hard, that Jokic is going to be there, right? And you see there, since I figured out the release window, haven't missed one. Hall of Fame difficulty. So this is definitely something you guys can do for sure. And the leaners are there too. He's got a normal leaner. So just a fantastic card. This guy can hang with most of the dark matters in the game, in my opinion. I think he's just way up there. You give him a shoe. So let's talk about the shoe. I'll tell you guys what I did with the shoe real quick, right? So with the shoe, I went mid-range and 3-point. Mid-range for two reasons. One, I am going to be using that Jokic step back because I love that overpowered move so much, but also because that makes his 3-point shots going to go in more from the corner. Because remember, in 2K, it's not hard lines. It's like a blend. It's like a gradient. So there's close mid. There's mid 3, and then there's 3, and then there's 3 limitless and like limitless. You can kind of think of it like that. So upping your mid-range shot also ups your 3-pointer. Upping your close shot ups your mid-range in that hard mid-range. Not really necessary because mid-ranges are pretty strong in this particular version of 2K, but that's just how it works. So we got both of these ratings up. What else did I put up? Definitely ball handle. I put up pass accuracy. Again, you see just the +3s in some cases here because I'm on a no money spent account, so I don't have +4 everything, unlike my other account, which literally has 100 million +4s in every category. And the last thing I put was speed. Yeah. So speed, the shooting attributes, speed, shooting, ball handle, and that cut it. There's one more that I put there, but whatever. You guys get the idea. Last one, you can do what you want, but I think the 2 mid-range are non-negotiable. Speed, always good to have more speed, and if you're getting it from a coach. Ball handle, and my last one, was pass accuracy. That was the one I was talking about. As for shooting badges, we'll talk about the badges overall that I put on them. In fact, so I'm not going to scroll. Well, I will scroll down the badges so you guys can see it on screen, but I can tell you what badges I put on it. In fact, let's go ahead and back out. I'll show you the badges I put on them real quick. Show you these badges real quick. So you can see here, no money spent. You'll see a pretty low level here, only level 2, right? So let's go to edit player. Beautiful, Tyson Chandler. So Let's go to added badges. And this is what I did. As you can see, poverty, no money spent, right? But hyperdrive, I put there for those quick bursty dribbles, and you can see that he bursts even with silver hyperdrive. You can see the burst. Open looks, corner specialist, catch and shoot, handles for days. And if I was going to put one more super necessary badge on him, it would definitely have been green machine, but he can't get green machine. Either he can't get machine or I don't have green machine, one or the other. But yeah, so that, because I think over here it says he can get green machine. Let me double check here because I am on 2KDB. Want to give you guys the right information. Yeah, it says he can have that stuff. He can have that badge. So I just don't have it for him. So I would do green machine and space creator. But on this count, I probably just don't have those two badges. But yeah, that is what I would do with Tyson Chandler. I think he's an absolutely fantastic card. I'll show you my, this spoiler alert, no money spent for the, so we got that Chris Bosh out of a random challenge pack. We got a dark matter out of like a normal draft. Might have even been out of a basic. It was like a crazy pull. But yeah, Tyson plays for me, and he probably plays for me over Chris Bosh, or I probably put him starting over Jokic is what I would do here, and run this. And then eventually, we'll bring in the dark matter Jokic at some point and probably play him at power forward in spot of Chris Bosh and move Chris Bosh to the bench. But for a squad of this level, and I see a lot of squads that look like this actually, a lot of no money spent, or lots of unlocked squads, maybe with one or two dark matters in there. I think he fits in really, really well into a squad like this. But even on my main account, he's going to be on the squad somewhere. I just think he's an excellent power forward for all of the reasons we discussed. So that's the Tyson Chandler breakdown. Again, I'm not going to be saucing up crazy with him, but I think if you learn those few efficient dribbles, learn how to mix it in with the dribble style, you can get really, really far with this card. And he is, I think, an exceptional card in my team. Absolutely love this card. Really looking forward to playing him. With that said, that's going to cover it for today. Please like and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you here for more 2K news, my team news, card breakdowns, and commentary on the community. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Peace.